Shave it up!
Hey, what's up everybody? My roommate and I, Wayaka Kale Makio, wanted to share a little bit about our nutrition plan with you. Wayaka and I met while we were down in Miami. We were both serving missions for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, which we're both very strong members of. And eventually, we ended up here in Idaho. And now we're both roommates, we're both studying exercise physiology, and both really happy with it, hoping to go into physical therapy. Despite that, our interest in nutrition has always been a big part of our life, and we've learned a lot. Whether it's in classes or reading scientific journals and research things or just trial and error. We want to share a little bit with you. Health right now, it's kind of a difficult thing. The more society gets civilized, the less people are healthy. Leading cause of death right now, heart disease is number one. And the top 10 has, diabetes and lots of stuff that, while there's other factors involved, a lot of it leads right back into nutrition and a healthy lifestyle. And even if you don't die from heart disease, if you get hit by a truck tomorrow, it doesn't matter too much how you die, but a quality and enjoyment of life comes through a healthy lifestyle. There's three things that keep people from eating healthy or being healthy. Number one, it tastes bad, or so people think. They think it's just cardboard and cabbage soup. The other thing is it's expensive. And usually if you're going to spend a lot of money, it's not going to taste as bad. You'll have pieces of salmon every night for dinner and acai juice whenever you want. That's not realistic, especially for college kids. The other thing that's not realistic for us is time. If you got to cut up a bunch of vegetables and you have to bake every time you want to eat something. So that's really the theory thing that we wanted to overcome, but still have a healthy lifestyle. So we want to share with you our quick, cheap, easy way to eat healthy.
So what's healthy to eat? Well, anything that starts with the letter B, actually. Brown rice, black beans, beef, broccoli. And not straying too far from the alphabet, we also include in our diet a lot of chicken, eggs, and cottage cheese. So briefly going over the economics of this, brown rice, big source of carbohydrates. We buy it for about 59 cents a pound, but brown rice expands about 275% when cooked. So in the end, it's a little less than 10 cents a cup, which, even though I eat 5 cups a day, ends up being pretty cheap. If you can find chicken breast for $1.98 a pound, 3 ounces, 37 cents, and that's about 27 grams of protein. Cottage cheese, great source of casein protein, about 20 cents for a quarter cup, not bad. Skim milk at $1.96 a gallon is 12 cents a cup, just as much calcium and protein as whole milk. We buy frozen broccoli at 79 cents a bag, which is about 20 cents for a quarter bag. More vitamin C than oranges, great source of fiber. We buy eggs for $5.91 for a 5 dozen flat. Comes down to about 10 cents an egg, which is a big part of our breakfast. Although I'm not advocating this is the perfect diet for everyone, we have been able to accomplish very different goals while eating the same food. Wayaka back in the day, being Hawaiian, was kind of a chunky dude, so his goals were to lean out, get a little ripped. Me, I was never anything special, just a pasty white kid, so I eat a ton of food, trying to get a little bit bigger. Now that we've shown you how to eat cheap, this is how you eat quick and easy. Brown rice, big part of our diet, probably where most of our carbs come from apart from black beans. Brown rice is just a good source of complex carbs with a good amount of fiber. Glycemic index is about 55, most charts rate it. So it's low enough that it's not going to spike blood sugar so high that it'll get converted into fat, but it's high enough that it's anabolic. It'll help us build muscle. So basically, buy in bulk, put in this bucket, keep it in the cupboard, and then every day we make a fresh new pot. We keep this half cup measure in there and put in 4 or 5 cups into the rice cooker. And in one day it doesn't go bad, so we eat it all, wash out the pot, and make a new one the next morning. We buy a big 10-pound tube of 93% lean beef and then make T-Rex toothpaste every couple of weeks. Usually we can cook about half of it at a time, and that's really nice, keeping a big Tupperware all pre-cooked, weigh out 3 ounces, and then microwave it really fast. And it comes out good, especially when you got the pre-cooked rice too. Usually we season it pretty heavily with lemon pepper, a little bit of cumin powder, and some garlic. It's kind of our philosophy on life and cooking. Don't go cheap on the spices. We usually don't pre-cook a lot of chicken. Kind of think it tastes funny, but usually we'll buy it frozen, or if it's fresh we'll freeze it and then thaw it a little bit at a time and at least pre-cut it up. Makes that a little bit faster. Maybe not as high as creatine or iron in red meat, but a little leaner. So again, totally all depends on our goals, but we usually just switch back and forth just to switch things up a little bit so we don't get bored. Eating like this, you can have a cup and a half of brown rice, a cup of broccoli, and 3 ounces of beef for $1.09. Or, same thing with 3 ounces of chicken for 76 cents. Also, a little tour breakfast. We usually eat about 3 egg whites and a whole egg in there. And of course, our favorite, a little bit of lemon pepper. Then we just pile a bunch of brown rice on that. Got to start the morning with carbs. Don't knock until you try it, but also a lot of cottage cheese and a little bit of hot sauce. I guess the message of this video is just think outside the box, buy in bulk, eat food unprocessed, and good luck on your health and fitness goals.